Hey, hello and welcome. It's me, John Park, and it's time for Show and Tell. I'm doing a little guest hosting tonight of the show so that Lady Ada and PT can take care of some crime fighting or whatever else they're up to. Important stuff for sure. And what I'm so excited about is the chance to see your projects. So come on in. If you're interested in showing a project, you can head to our Discord. Go to adafruit.it/Discord. Find that live broadcast chat channel, and in there you will see a link for StreamYard. Just come on in. It's just a webcam-based streaming thingamajig. Make sure you've got a mic that works. I think there's some instructions on our blog post for it. You can go check that out too. And we'll spend a few minutes with everyone to take a look at their projects, talk about things they're up to, and then we'll be getting out of here in about a half hour so that you can tune in for the Ask an Engineer that's on right after this. So kicking things off this evening, we've got Jay from Digikey. Hey, Jay, how's it going?
Hey, holding the Digikey sign because I didn't put it up yet.
That works.
Today, I'm showing off my robot backpack. It talks. This is my Helen project. It uses a OpenMV camera module to see people, and when I see the face, it'll play a sound effect. Which currently I'm the human it's seeing, so it's staring at me. But it searches around. I like the design. The entire circuit's in the bag, and it's one of my newest favorite projects.
Oh, that's cool. So can you show us the back again? Have you put a is there a visible circuit board in the bubble there or something? What do you got going on?
There's LED matrix in here, but I haven't yet got it to work.
Right.
The buttons here are actually will control. I'm not sure if you can see it. These actually control the robot, so I can turn on the camera like on and off, so I can look around.
Oh, cool.
Sounds.
That's really neat.
Yeah, it's a fun project. It's still not done. I'm working on some of the smaller details to make it more prettier, but yeah.
And is the facial recognition stuff, is that a camera that you're wearing in your goggles, or is it entirely on the bot?
It's entirely on the bot.
Uh-huh.
This is just I like to wear when I'm on camera.
Right on. No, I dig it. Those are great. Really cool.
I'm writing up a blog post for this, and hopefully I will have a little series come out on how to use this, just in case other people want to put some facial recognition stuff in their robots. It's simple. It's easy. It's pretty fun.
Is that like an OpenCV based Raspberry Pi type of
yeah, it's the OpenMV camera module, and it's talking to a servo controller.
Oh, really cool.
And that's what's making it look around and stuff.
Jay, have you named this bot yet? I might have missed it if you said.
Yeah, this is the Helen V2. I tried making this robot last year when I went out to San Francisco to Silicon, and it's actually named after Helen that we both know. She bought me my first OpenMV camera.
Oh, that's great.
It was super expensive back then, and I was really, really struggling, and she just bought it for me. So she gets a robot named after her.
Oh, that is sweet. I love that. That's a good story. Really cool. Thanks for bringing that on. Great progress update. Super cool bot. Very jealous. My shoulders just got nothing. All right. Thanks, Jay.
No problem.
All right. Next up, we got Brent. Get ready, Brent, because, hey, here we are. What's new? What's new with you?
What's new? We have a few things that we've been working on for Adafruit Whippersnapper, and I'll show them off. So this past week or so, we released the ESP32S3 Feather, and it's on Whippersnapper. So if you have one, I have mine over here, connected to an HT20, and it's sending data to, and you just saw the graph update to Whippersnapper, and super easy to add sensors to it. And we're starting to get a good number of sensors from the community, which is kind of cool. We just got the SCD30 added by somebody on GitHub, and there's a guide on how to do that if you want to add sensors, and there's a lot to add. So that's the first thing. And then the second thing is we're starting to, like, as we work on Whippersnapper, we're starting to look at like what we have done and what we can improve the process for a lot of people. So because it's still in beta, we still have some leeway on what we're working on. So this is going to be the new boards page, which looks different than the old one. We've kind of revamped how the tiles look, and we also added links to documentation for purchasing the boards. And it's not just Adafruit boards, and I'll show in a second, like it's every board that people want to add to Whippersnapper. So similar to CircuitPython in the respect that we'll accept contributions, not just from Adafruit, but from Espressif boards, for Arduino boards. We actually have some Arduino boards. So currently, like, there's no path for Whippersnapper. So we're like working on making the path for a new user better. So the headers changed a little bit, and it's going to change as we work through revision. So the first thing is devices. So it's going to show all of the devices you have connected or will connect to your Adafruit IO account. And we have a new setup process, and this is the beginnings of it. So Melissa, this is actually a result of a lot of things coming together. Melissa worked on this great port of ESP tool to the web, and then she worked on this really great port of this utility called Little FS to the web. And that's going to let us do some really great things in the next few months with Whippersnapper, where we will connect a board to IO, and then you'll connect it to USB. And from the website on Chrome, you can upload the firmware without ever stepping out of the website, without downloading drivers, and without any like admin exe files that you need to execute.
That's the dream.
This
wow.
is yeah, it really
great.
is. It's great. Like, we're trying to simplify IoT to the point where it's a few clicks and we're getting there, and like not navigating off this site, not navigating to another site. So this is the first step, and it's the board selector. So Whippersnapper can, like, there's 22 boards that work with it right now. And so like all the Qt Pies are in there. A lot of the feathers that have Wi-Fi modules, some Arduinos, and the unexpected maker Tiny S2 is in there as well.
Oh, good.
So we like have a board search. So if you have an ESP32 S2, that will show up, or like an S3, those will show up, or an ESP32, those will show up, or a Metro, those will show up. And like the search function is really quick.
That's fast. Yeah, I was going to say, I can't believe how you bring
like it's really quick. Even like even if you do spaces, it works really well.
Nice.
So currently, when you click it, for like, let's say the ESP32 V2, it forwards to the installation page, which is on a separate hosted website. But the installation page will guide you through installing it, and it's all through Chrome, which is really nice. And in the near future, we're going to pull that installation page into this page, so everything's hosted on IO.
Great.
Your credentials are entered on IO because IO already contains the credentials. And it's going to be an entire workflow redesign, but it's really neat, and I want to show it off. So
for you said that since things are in beta, this is a good time for people to get involved if they want to help guide things. And I imagine this is something that educators too would be really excited about, based on sort of the ease of no installation. How
that's what I'm hoping.
Way for people to get involved with the community and give feedback right now?
So the best way to give feedback is on the Adafruit forums. There's a sub forum for Whippersnapper, Adafruit forums, Adafruit IO, and there's a forum for the Whippersnapper beta, and we have a suggestion thread as well. And then also through the website, you can always submit feedback via the footer. There's a feedback, like, get help button, and then you can always contact us directly through there.
Exciting. Well, thanks for showing these changes.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm excited about like seeing how they progress over the next few months.
Yeah, excellent. Thanks, Brent. We'll see you next time.
Bye, John.
All right. Who's next? I think Liz, you're the next block here. And hey, how's it going?
Hey, John. So this week I did a guide with a paper airplane glider controller. And the guide also show you how to fold a paper airplane.
Cool.
And now I've moved on to new project. It's going to be a laser harp. And so I've got a quick kind of proof of concept thing where I've got a time of flight sensor here. And it's going to be sending out MIDI notes to the music maker Featherwing. And so when can you hear the tones?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just random notes in a C scale right now, and the LED lighting up, but it's pretty responsive. And if I hold it.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's going to be something. Yeah, that's going to be something I'm going to be working on and lasers will be added soon.
I love your skull LED that you added to it for flare.
Yeah.
Extra bonus
those are
flare. So it sounds like you've got you're measuring distance and then mapping that to a scale of MIDI notes that are then getting played on that general MIDI output. Really cool. Did you know that have you ever looked into some of the original laser harps which required asbestos gloves because they had like super high wattage lasers?
I haven't heard of that, but I will check into that.
Look into it.
Them a little bit
I think that's a true story. It's I don't know why they needed to be that powerful, but apparently I think it was a light show. I think they were like, like lasers way in the sky, and so you'd block them with asbestos gloves for safety.
Yikes.
Yours will be much safer. I'm looking forward to that.
Yes.
Thanks so much, Liz.
Cool. Have a good one.
All right, next up we have Noe and Pedro.
Hello. Oh my gosh. I was gonna say, like, I think you could use like the haze spray that they sell in a can to just spray your room and see the lasers.
Yes.
Using like super powerful
Better
ones.
than a fog machine, right?
Oh yeah, no, you want haze because the fog machine leaves behind like
a
stuff.
Film
yeah, like a film of crowd.
Oh, it's like oily, yeah.
Yes, exactly. So I think they still sell it like haze in a can.
I don't know about this haze in a can. That's interesting.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah, it's always used like on
photographers use it. Lighting photographers use it.
Got it.
Atmosphere and product images.
Yeah. So
Anyway.
this week,
so
PhilB wanted a CM1 cube, the little connection machine, and this is one of the 3 demos that he wrote for it. We're showing off the audio visualizer here and fully 3D printed case. You can house a Raspberry Pi in there, or because of the shortages, everything has to be designed to accept multiple different boards. We have the little Pico on here. All it just needs is a little adapter to conform to the standoffs on the Pi. So we're using the black LED acrylic, of course, and we're using the little Charlie Plex displays on there. Little rail that just has that on there, so you can put that in and out. And then on the back, you have the little grills that are removable.
Oh wow!
So you can see on the inside, you have like plenty of room to like put a mount sensors or a fan or something in there. It doesn't get too hot, but when it does, you can have that cooled off. You also have like venting in the back or in the bottom and the top, and it's a really nice little Raspberry Pi.
Beautiful! Wow!
Yeah,
I mean,
actually,
great job.
Can we show our face and we'll show it up here?
Yeah.
The overhead was just to show the adapter. There you go. Thank you.
Yeah. And
so it's yay big.
Cancel that and run a
Face
different
for scale.
script. I think I like the Jurassic Park style animation chase a little bit better.
Back and forth.
But yeah, nice little case that you can use for like your Octoprint rig, or Noah has one like doing the streaming, video streaming, so you can like have a nice little case that has a little display. The other code has like CPU load, so you can like have some visualizers on there, and some of the examples that PhilB gives out in the guide lets you like have like other statuses and stuff, like a template to be able to write your own.
That's fantastic. Yeah, I'd seen some of your images of this and it's beautiful. I didn't realize it was running off of a Pi, and I didn't really think that, oh yeah, you could actually just make this be an outrageous Pi case that you're using your Pi for something else, right?
Exactly, yeah. And just a nice little stylized case, bringing back the retro, thing that everybody like loves. So definitely a nice little homage to that.
See, and, I didn't think I could justify making one because it would take up desk space, but now I think I will.
I felt
it's
the
going
same.
in the middle once we're done with the show. I'm just going to leave it there and plug it into the wall.
Although I am going to rip out the Pi because the shortage.
Yeah, we'll leave the
stick
Pico one in there.
Yeah. So I need that Pi for another Octoprint rig.
Pico's great.
So the files are available, videos out and all that, and you edit the step files and all that. So go out and print one yourself.
Love it. What's the printing like? Is it a like multi-part glue together? Or
yeah. So it's 3 pieces, and it's like just M2.5 and screws to screw all that together. You can kind of see some of the screws back there on the inside. So just screws together. Man, hope you didn't. We should have mentioned the printing. It takes like 20 hours to print each side. So you'll definitely
start your printer now.
You'll start it now.
You'll appreciate it.
It's definitely. It is definitely worth it. And then we're using like the glitter, black glitter PLA, and oh man, it looks good. It also feels so. Whatever additive they're using on there, like it's like silky and like glittery. I don't know.
Yeah, we have links to all that in the guide, so definitely check it out.
Good. Yeah, I better grab some of that quick. Some of these filaments seem to disappear once you guys put out a project.
All right, good call.
But yep, that's it.
All right.
Oh yeah, we also stock the acrylic is in stock. The Picos are in stock. I guess
The Charlie
Charlie
art
Plexes.
red LED backpack
Yeah,
and
so-
the
Yeah.
hurry up and get them before they're
LEDs.
out. 'Cause
Yeah,
there'll
do
be
a
so
bundle.
many.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
awesome.
Awesome.
That's
Thanks
it.
so much, guys.
Sounds
See you
like
next time.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of Paint Your Dragon, let's paint your dragon.
Hi.
Hello.
I am so grateful for their help on that project because I have one here. I have
great.
wanted the little connection machine for like 10 years or something, and to be able to collaborate with them. I haven't moved my electronic. I have it all on my breadboard still, but maybe tonight I'll move it into the case.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Oh, very
Yeah.
cool.
But it's a lot of LEDs, 1,152 LEDs in
That's
that
a lot.
project. So, I mean, what can you possibly do for a follow-up, right?
Yeah, I don't think
How about
anything, right? Whoa!
24,000 LEDs.
Oh my goodness.
So this is the next thing we're going to be collaborating on.
Holy hat racks.
And, interesting strobe effect with the camera there. But it's a very pointy snow globe.
Oh my gosh. It's the pointiest of sand
So,
toys.
I finally, this code was so hard to do. Finally got it working, and they have the 3D work all figured out.
Right.
And gosh, where was I going with that? Anyway, we'll be collaborating, making a guide out of this. And the one they made, this is my ugly, hot glue clunky version. Theirs is battery powered. It's self-contained, doesn't have the giant bezels. It's just this handheld thing, and it's going to be totally mad.
Yeah, I saw that we're stocking a new version of this panel that has a 45-degree chamfer curb cut thing. Yeah.
A couple options. The first one they did was actually a smaller 2mm pitch matrix,
Nice.
where you have to actually remove these plastic bits and replace them with 3D printed ones.
Okay.
So that's like the pro mode, and then there's the easier mode with the 45 cuts.
So the challenges of that many, what are the memory challenges of that many LEDs driving?
Well, it's all on a Raspberry Pi, so memory is just kind of like, hey, go to town.
No problem. Okay.
Really, the problem I had was just topologically, it's not, you can't treat it as a big rectangle. You can't just wrap off this side of the image and come in on this side, because there's six of these all perpendicular to one another.
Yeah.
So some of them wrap, intuitively one to the next.
Yeah.
But other ones, it's a 90-degree.
Yeah.
I should say, like in internal pixel space, it's a 90-degree bend.
Right.
But
Right. Like the top face, when you go to its left, suddenly drops to the top face.
Trying to make it appear a coherent space turns out to be just a lot of trial and error. Finally got it figured out and working today.
That's great. I know so many 3D modelers and 3D artists who will want that, because your life in polygon modeling is all about UV wrapping of textures onto things that aren't really the shape you want.
Well, that's last week I showed. We have the globe.
Right
on there, and
fantastic.
Conway's Game of Life. So there's other stuff we can do, but the falling sand of all of these was like gnarly.
That's something.
So
hats off to you. Really great work.
Is it okay to give myself a pat on the back?
This is the time for it. Yeah.
Okay.
Give your because that is something else. Really cool. Yep. Really awesome work. And so they're going to put together a guide you guys have been collaborating on for this one as well, for Santoy.
Yes, and it's been a lot of hefty collaboration, and we worked out a way that it's really easy to put this together, because there's so many ways to mess it up.
Yeah. Right. What angle does this one go? Yeah. Oh no. Now now the code doesn't mean anything. Yeah.
Yep.
Really great. And beautiful work on both of these. Love them both. Yeah. I want them. All right. Thanks, Phil.
You bet. Take care.
We'll see you. All right. Coming up next, we have Jepler.
Hi there. Good to see you.
Nice to see you.
So I'm going to PyCon next week, and I thought, well, what do I need? I need a badge. So I took a PiGamer and designed this case, which will work with the Adafruit Circuit Playground lanyard.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's a 3D printed design, has a couple of different modes, which is based on the PyBadger library. And yeah, the fun thing here was making the glitter 3D model and printing it out. And I'll share the links to that on Thingiverse and Printables in the Discord chat.
Very nice. And is that a, tell us more about the...
Oh, the machine inside is a PyGamer running CircuitPython. And we've got this library called PyBadger, which is for showing these kinds of things. So I've got my email, and I've got a QR code, which goes to circuitpython.org. And I've got then just the basic, hello, I'm Jeff. And it runs for like 10 hours on the battery, so I'll be able to wear it all day. And I probably won't be the geekiest person, but I'm hoping I'm like in the top 10%.
Good. Yeah, no, it's an admirable amount of geeky bling to and
so
it serves a function.
Just in case you are at PyCon, we're going to have a modest presence there. I will be there, and Kattni and Maker Melissa will also be representing CircuitPython. So if you see us, say hi.
Excellent. And when and where is PyCon?
That is next week, Friday through Sunday in Salt Lake City. The website is pycon.us or something. Okay. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Nicely done. Really cool. Yeah. So
see you
anyone who goes there, say hi to Jeff and take a look at his badge. We'll see it. All right. Next up, we have David. Hey, David.
Hello.
Nice to see you.
I'm here to tell you about this Udro tablet. So this is the Xbox version. I don't know what to do with it. I've not been able to hack that. That's the PlayStation 3. And the one which is working is this one for the Wii. And it did cost me €6. So what I'm doing with this is I'm emulating a mouse. I was doing that a few years ago. But the mouse that we used to have was relative. And now with the customized HID, you can make absolute mouse. So I'm going to try to demonstrate that. This is risky, so maybe, maybe you will lose me because I'm going to use the mouse. So I can click anywhere and it knows where I am, even when I start from scratch.
Oh, yeah, great. That's impressive because it's frustrating to use it in the other mode.
Yeah, in the other mode, it was possible just because when the pencil is outside, you know the position, and so you just need to decide where you start, and then everything else is relative.
Yeah.
But the value that are coming out of the I2C are absolute, and with that new way to do a mouse, which works on Windows, I don't know if it works somewhere else. Well, I translate from absolute to absolute, so it's kind of perfect.
Perfect. That's great. I have that exact one, in fact. So when you get code posted at some point, I'd like to try it out. I have that same Wii.
Yeah, I've finished the code like half an hour ago. So maybe tomorrow morning I will post it and put that on the chat.
Very nicely done. Yeah. Oh, I love it. Thanks for sharing that with us, David. We'll see you soon.
Bye.
All right. And I think our last shower and teller will be Mark. Hey, Mark. I'm going to put you full screen so we can see what you're up to there.
Sounds good. I guess we started with a robot and ending with a robot. So I recently got a Seed Studio RP2040 board and was trying to figure out something to do with it. So I'd always seen these little insect bots and thought I'd try to make one. Now let's see if it actually will work. So just with basically stuff I had around, I had the brass rods.
Oh, it's so cute.
And a lot of my time actually was spent on working on 3D printing a case for it. And then once that started, I will save it from the edge of the table, was seeing could I make it so it could hold other stuff, which is really what the two servos on top are. They don't do anything yet. It's like a small kid on a table.
I love
you should put your small kids on tables,
but the gate it just has so much character. It's really
terrific. It worked better than I ever thought. And what I'm really just trying to perfect is something that can hold this. It's so simple to build that if there's something you can just quickly print to build your own and then add what you want to it, whether it's extra servos, distance sensors.
So what you have on top right now is sort of like a pan tilt?
Yeah, it's a pan tilt. Just it was somewhat of a weight test. I also thought it would be neat if I can actually get it working. But what I've been looking at, I'll see if this actually shows, is just like really small breadboards to see if I can make everything sort of on one where it'd be easier to hook up more devices, sort of plug and play style. One idea I actually had, and I'm not sure if I'm going to get this far, is to make a little board that you could then solder your QT type device to, and then plug in servos as you feel like, have a couple analog or digital inputs. So then it just becomes a little build your own insect bot type board.
So go ahead.
I was just going to say, whether I actually get that far or not, I'm not sure yet. But
so Jay said his bot is named Helen. Have you named this bot yet?
I have not. And you're
actually got to work on that.
Yeah, you're the second person to ask me that now. So I'll have to.
It has personality, so it's ready to have a name, I think.
Yeah, if anyone in the Discord chat has a good robot name idea, feel free to let me know, and I will let everyone know what I choose.
Awesome. We'll look forward to the update. Thanks, Mark.
Okay, thanks a lot.
All right, and that's going to do it for another show and tell. Thanks, everyone, so much for coming out with your great projects. It was so much fun to take a look at them. Really excellent stuff. And next up, we have Ask an Engineer, so stay tuned. That'll be starting in about 2 Earth minutes. Bye.